Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNasty390 here. We are back with some Oakland A's franchise and MLB 17, the show. We are in episode number 5, year 3, 2019. This is a big year for us. We have a top 10 pick, I think the 6th or 7th pick in the draft. I'm hoping to make the playoffs this year. We really upped our bullpen this year. We have Juris Familia, Darren O'Day, Pedro Baez, a couple lefties with Watson and Perkins, Brandon Morrow, Sean Manaea, who I'm hoping will take that leap to like a true number one, maybe not an ace or quote unquote ace. Like an ace is like a guy with like a 2.5 to 2.80 ERA. If he gets a low 3 ERA, I think that'd be great for Manaea. Triggs has been pitching well for us the last couple of years, very solid. Then we got 3 young guys. Puck, who's 24. We got Walker Buehler, who's 24, and they've got Joaquin Ariam, a top 50 prospect, B potential, 21 years old. In the minors, we have Dave Riley, who's sitting there to another top 50 prospect as well. And we also have Ryan Dole, who's pitched well for us at the bullpen the last 3 years, actually. ERA of 3.5 or lower every year. Just due to the amount of pitchers we have, I thought it was best to keep them in the minors. And we can call them up if one of those guys is struggling. Our lineup, we got Dustin Fowler leading off. Had a 263 average, a 335 on base, 409 slugging. However, his attributes look pretty good. 24 years old from Georgia. I'm high on him. Travis Shaw, I'm having him bat second because he has really good, one of our best disciplines. I'm hoping his on base will be around 350 again. Get on base for our big bat. Matt Olson hit 44 bombs last year. Hope he can do the same this year. Chris Davis hit 34 bombs. Chris Carter, I asked you guys last video, should we use Chris Carter as a DH who hit 34 home runs last year? Or if we should use Richard Lynn. You guys said keep Lynn in the minors for another year. He's only 20. He has a great hit tool. Not much durability, so he's more of a DH, even though he can field. So I guess if in a pinch, we can play him. But with his lack of durability, it's best to play him at DH. But he's going to have a good hit tool. We also have a couple other guys in there, top 50 prospects, including the number 2 pick in last year's draft, Jackie Jensen. Kurt Suzuki's batting 6. Harper Cavaney, the number 4 overall pick in 2017. Number 4 prospect in baseball. Harper Cavaney, he's going to be batting 7th. Corey DaCosta batting 8th. Mateo batting 9th. That's our team, guys. Let's see how we do. I'm hoping we can make the playoffs this year or at least get to like 500. I mean, if we miss the playoffs and we win like 80 or so games, not the worst. We've done a lot. We have a really good farm system. Some of our best players are still in the minors. So I am okay with that. As we're on a losing streak now, it's just, if our starters can pitch halfway decent, I feel like our bullpen should be good enough to help us win games. And if our bullpen struggles, that's kind of unfortunate because we've spent so many resources in it, but we can always trade some pitchers too at the trade deadline. They'll have some value. We are 11 games under 500 right now. We are in last place, but only 7.5 games out of the division. Division's not overly strong. In terms of a wild card, we're 8 back. Let's see how everyone's doing. We got the draft here. Let's take a look at the pitching first. Manaea is really struggling. 5.43 ERA. That's not good to see. Triggs is pitching well. 3.57. Somehow he's just doing it. Puck is struggling. 5.09. Buehler is struggling with 5.57. And, man, our whole 5.94 ERA for Abraham. Take a look at our bullpen. Brandon Morrow's pitching really well at 2.17. Perkins is struggling with a 4.99. Watson's really struggling with a 5.13 ERA. Baez is pitching great. 1.64. His whip's kind of high, but he's only pitched not that many innings. 11 innings. We're actually going to move you here. Hopefully he'll pitch more. O'Day's only pitched a few innings. Our manager's only pitched O'Day 3 1/3 innings. That's crazy. Familia's pitching pretty good at 3 ERA. How's Dole pitching? 3.25 in the minors. And let's take a look at our lineup. Our pitching, I'm kind of underwhelmed with. I feel like they're the problem. Fowler's hitting over 300. I like to see that. 400 on base. This guy is definitely having a good year. His WAR's almost higher than it was last year. Shaw's really struggling average-wise, but he does have 8 bombs. Getting on, you know what, his average is low, but he's getting on base still. He's walking more than he's ever had in his career. His slugging is low. I hope that goes up. Matt Olson, not hitting for the average, but he's hitting for the power. His slugging is basically the same as it was last couple of years, so I'm okay with that. Chris Carter's not really doing much. Chris Davis. Chris Carter's actually doing pretty well at 272 average. Kurt Suzuki's really struggling. Cavaney's struggling, man. He's struggling as well. DaCosta's not. 295 average. He's not a power guy. Get on base, hit for some average. I'll take that. Mateo's mightily struggling, batting 9th. His potential's dropping, man. That was we picked him over Barreto, and it's not looking wise. Let's check how guys are doing in AAA. Richard Lynn's hitting 350. Was it 351. His attributes are going up and up. I might call him up soon. We may trade Chris Carter or someone else at the trade deadline. Zach Gibbons is hitting well. Let's see. Austin Beck is a top prospect, kind of struggling for us right now. Garcia's hitting well, but he's not really much of a prospect. Michael Smalls is our big catching prospect. Not much of a hitter yet, but that's going up. He's a great fielder. Because of that, if he ever can just hit, if he hits 250 with like 10 home runs in a year, he'll be a borderline all-star with that fielding. Like, that's just because at a catcher, that's what it is. It's so hard to find. Like, if you find an elite catcher who's like a halfway decent hitter, even though 250 is below average, maybe like a 280, I would say. That's an all-star. 250 is probably too low. Though Jackie Jensen's kind of struggling right now, but he is very young. He's 18, 92 overall, 92 potential. And I think we had Billy McKinney's in Double-A. Probably should call him up if he continues to hit well. We are at the draft. Before we go any further, let me just save everything right now and let's get into the draft and see how hopefully we can get a top pick. We have the 6th overall pick. Hopefully we can get a home run there. All right, guys, we are at the draft. Number 6 pick. No compensatory picks. And then we have the 6th pick in the 2nd round. Let's see what is there. First off, here's a left fielder. Now, he's MLB ETA is like 5 years away, 4 years away. 18 years old, well scouted. Could have 60 power, which is well above average. Could have average to above average contact. 60 speed, 55 fielding. He's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. He's 6'5". You expect him to have more power when you're that tall, but hey, there's some tall guys who don't hit for much home runs. But we'll see. That's an option. A reliever I'm not going to take. Let's see. Who else have we scouted? Richard Diaz, 22 years old, but he's like 4 or 5 years away. I mean, he's going to be so old by then. Alfonso Guillen, a shortstop. All right. I mean, that's always an option because our shortstop's ass right now. 55 power. That's above average. I mean, for a shortstop, that's not bad. 60 and 50 contact. 70 fielding. 70 arm strength. 75 steal with 60 speed. That's all above average. That's an option, Alfonso Guillen. Hugh Ritchie. I mean, he's 22 and he's 3 or 4 or 5 years away. Probably good on that in the 1st round at least. Let's see. Third baseman. He's 18. He's a few years away. He's 20. He's a few years away. George Hart, again, kind of the same thing. Unless I see someone with like insane like hit tool or power tool. Derek Griffith. Now he's 18. He's a couple years away actually. Could have 80 contact. Could have 50 power. I mean, he's a pure contact guy. Could have 75 fielding. That's impressive. I mean, a guy who can hit and field. Now we do have Richard Lynn. Oh, we got Luis Diaz here, second baseman. 70 to 75 contact, 70 fielding. I kind of like this pick at Diaz, maybe. Joe Lauer, another guy, potentially 70 75 contact. They're both the same age. Diaz has been better scouted, and he's probably a year earlier to the big, so he's probably going to be the pick if I'm going to choose between those two. And that's it for the 80 potential. So it comes down to the shortstop, but he's a few years away. The left fielder, who is kind of like the jack of all trades, master of none, and Chuck Reed. I'm going to go with the second baseman. We're going to go with Luis Diaz. Now, we do have a DaCosta, who's an okay player, but he's a C potential. He's never going to be he'll never get to like a 90 overall. Probably best case be like a low 80s, but he's a very good player for what he is. But this guy, maybe he's a stud. I mean, he could be a great hit tool, good power, good fielding, good vision, good plate discipline. Speed's above average, stealing's pretty good. We're going to take Luis Diaz. He could be a really good player. By the way, the left fielder we're looking at went number 7, the pick after it. So, all right, round number 2. Let's see what we have here. Any of those other guys that we were really looking at available. Derek Griffin, that third baseman with that great contact and good fielding. I think he's going to be the move. There's Bartolo. His name's Bartolo. I almost have to take him, but I'm not going to if he's not the right pick. That's catcher, almost at center, that catcher. But yeah, I'm going to take, we're going to definitely take that third baseman. I was actually thinking about maybe in the first round. I'm glad we didn't because he wasn't meant to be. But look at that. I mean, he could have 80 contact versus right and left, could have 75 fielding, which is well above borderline elite. And he's only 18. So hopefully that was a good pick in round number 2. We're moving on to round number 3, number 6 pick. Let's see. There's a left fielder here, but he's already 22 and he's a few years away. Shortstop, he's 20, but he's a few years away. I can do it 20. If you're 4 years away, 24-year-old rookie, that's reasonable. We're taking Bartolo. You can't tell me to pass on Bartolo twice. I just can't. I know it's not Bartolo Colon. It's Bartolo Pineda, but, I mean, if you have Bartolo on your team, Gotta take him. Hopefully that shortstop's still available. He is not. This shortstop's available, though. Could have above average contact. Could have above average power. What else is here? Ooh, he's 23, though. Damn, I saw that green bar. Rafael Ramos, a first baseman, 50 power, 75 contact, 70 fielding. I'll take a chance on him, probably. Let's just double check. Yeah, we'll take you. I'll always take a first baseman. First basemen are actually relatively hard to find in this year, I've noticed throughout the year. Round number 5. This is where we'll take a few shots in the dark. We'll take, a catcher. He's 22, but a few years away for a catcher, that's not ideal. But you know what? Catchers always have good value if they turn out to be like around an 80 overall, so I'll take that. In this round, the 5th or the 6th round, I'll probably take this DaCosta guy. Like in the 6th round, if we take a guy who's 23, won't make the big leagues 27 in 2 years, he might have some trade value though, so we'll take that. I just thought that Kevin Love went in the 7th round. And lastly, I guess we'll take this pitcher who has the highest potential left and see how we did. Hopefully we got a player or two. Let's take a look. Oh, Luis Diaz was a hit. That was huge. Now he's 22. He's 71 overall. Look at that. We got ourselves a player. Now, he already has 77 vision, 68 discipline, 69 clutch. Nice. No power, but how many second basemen are there that hit a lot of home runs? There are some, obviously, but there's not many. If you're a lack of power at second base, I'm okay with that. If you have a lack of power at like first base, that's hard to find. You have to make up that power somewhere else. But look at that. He's already going to be, I think next year he could be our second baseman. DaCosta's now movable. We can trade him because this guy is going to be a superstar. He'll have great contact. He'll have solid power, 50 to 60 power. He'll get on base with that vision and discipline. He already has good durability. Fielding just needs to go up. But Luis Diaz, 97 potential. That's great. Derek Griffin, look at that. Another guy who can hit. He's 18. He's a 70 overall, 87 potential. Already has 77, 78 contact. Again, not much power, but good vision, not much discipline. Durability's good. I like that pick a lot, too. And then we have that third baseman that I forgot his name. Lynn, I think was his name. We have him that could be an option, like next year. Maybe Griffin will take him off. I don't know. We'll let the better player play out, and we'll trade the worst. Bartolo, he's a project. He's 48 overall, but 87 potential. I'll take it. The rest of this was kind of just not a whole lot there. You're just hoping some of these guys have like 1 or 2 tools that will make them play in the bigs. But you know what? I'm happy. If you hit a 97 potential in the first round, I know it's 6 overall, but this guy looks good. He's already 71. He is 22, but I think he'll be in the bigs in a year or two, and he's going to be a star. So thank God we hit on that. Thank God. All right. That salvages this season somewhat. But let's keep going. Let's see if... good Lord, can we do something? Okay, well, I guess we're still bad. I don't want to blow... Lorenzo Cain got traded to the Giants for Shamarza to the Royals and Helio Ramos, who's actually a prospect. I thought we were going to be better, but I think our pitching's just not there. Now, Dave Riley is one of our pitching prospects in the minors, who I wish I could see how he was doing in the minors. For Tommy Joseph, who I don't think I'm going to do that. He has good power, but he's not really hitting for much power this year. He's hitting for good average, but we don't need that. We actually need pitching. And I actually may make a move to kind of help us in the long run and this year. Samardzija got traded again for Lima and Urena. All right. Because right now we are one of the worst teams in baseball. Byron Buxton got traded to from the Twins to the Tigers for 3 prospects. That's a pretty good return. All right, so we are currently one of the worst teams in baseball. I think we actually might be the worst. Nope, the Twins have us beat, and the Diamondbacks, and the Brewers, and the Braves. All right, so real quick, what are some top prospects? I'm kind of thinking of, could we go after I'm not even sure if Groom's a guy to go after. Clint Frazier. Actually, he's going down. Where is our best prospect? Michael Smalls has actually moved up to 8. So, season's not a loss. He's starting to hit. His attributes are going up at hitting. What else do we have for our top prospects? Who's moving up or down? Richard Lynn in AAA. We got to play him. Look at his stats. We got to play this dude. He's an 81 now. It's pointless to keep him down in the minors. Let's see who else is on this as us. Dave Riley in AAA. He's going up. He's a 69 overall. Nice. Austin Beck, Jeremy Turley. This Turley's got some legit power. Austin Beck is there. And that's it. All right, so we need to figure out some pitching. Let's take a look at our team real quick. Our pitching sucks. These guys are just... I mean, Bueller's potential went down to a B. Abraham's potential may go down to a C. Puck is actually... He's starting to do a little bit better. Riley's not even pitching that well in AAA. We need to make a move. We need to go find a pitcher. Let's see who's available in the trade block. If there's a young, like 25, 26-year-old pitcher, if there's someone like that available, I will go after that guy. Tyler Naquin's available. And 347 with 17 home runs. He only has 1 year of service time. Did they just not play him? I'm trying to think of who we could... I kind of want to get Naquin. But we really need a pitcher. We need pitching. I feel like our hitting's not that bad. Aaron Nola, maybe? How's he doing? 4.26. I mean, he would be our number 2 starter with that. He's an option. Only an 83 overall. Ian Happ is out there. Let's see. Anyone else? You know, let's go see what we can get for Aaron Nola. I feel like he won't cost us that much. Yeah, he won't be that much. Let's think of someone we could offer without giving up. I don't want to give up anyone big. I don't think we need to give up anyone big for him. Who do they want? They want reliever, left fielder, and a center fielder. I mean, I can almost trade DaCosta for him, but I'm not going to do that. They would do it for Richard Lynn. I don't know why they wouldn't, but we're going to keep him. They would obviously do that, but we're not going to do that. Austin Beck, maybe. He's struggling a little bit. We can get this to work. I forgot we had Bud Duffy, too. He's just so far away. But, I don't really want to give up an actual prospect. Like a C is fine. I'll do Zach Gibbons. I mean, he's a solid player, but we got enough of those. So we're going to get Aaron Nola. Welcome to the team, Aaron. That definitely helps us with our rotation. I'm going to send Bueller down in the minors. So we're doing that now. There's no reason to just have you get your ass beaten in the majors. You're going to use one of your options. So let's fix our rotation now. We got Aaron Nola in there. You're going to be... I'll put you 3. I'll leave Triggs there, and hopefully Manea... I mean, he's too good to suck this bad. I mean, his whip has always been bad the last 3 years, which always worried me, but... Yeah, Aaron Nola is actually having his worst year in 3 years. I think he'll turn that around. Now, we're going to go... There's no point of us keeping Chris Carter anymore. I think he's going to start getting expensive soon because he's going to get in his last year's arbitration. So let's see what we get for Chris Carter. Or maybe... Is there a reliever we could get? But, let's see what prospects we can get. If we can't get a great prospect, then I will trade him for maybe like a reliever or some sort like that. But let's see what... Maybe some team's going to get silly with us and give us a good, legit prospect. But right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot. Will Crow, he's already 24. Byron Hernandez is 21 with a 66 potential. That's not bad. Is that guy's name? Oh, I thought it said something else. I'm not going to say what I saw. Joe Rizzo. We don't need another third baseman, though. Brandon Marsh. A whole lot of nothing here. Will Brenson. I want to see what this guy's looking like. Ooh. Not bad power. 66 potential. For Chris Carter. Let's see what we can get for like major league ready players. If there's like maybe a good... Hold on, a whole lot of nothing, I guess. I mean, actually, this is kind of a trade I wouldn't mind. Estevez is, he's pitching well in the bigs. 2.56 ERA, he's 26. A B potential. He's already had 3 years of service time, so he's going to start getting a little bit more expensive, but that's a trade I will do. So welcome to the team. We are now going to call down, probably, I might even just... Who's pitching worse? Tony Watson, I believe, has a 1 year deal with us. Yes. I am literally just going to release you. Thank you for your time. And now we can call up Richard Lynn. Welcome to the show, Richard. You're going to hit very well. I just wish you had some durability because of your fielding's legit. But, all right. I'm going to have Richard Lynn bat fifth, too. I'm okay with Richard Lynn batting fifth. Even though he's more of like a contact guy, ooh, with his vision, actually, you know what we're going to do? He's actually going to bat second. I think that's the move. That's the move. And other than that, Abraham can't. We're going to call Abraham down. Let's see if there's any other trades we can get for a... Well, they're probably not going to want to trade him. Let's just... I guess we're going to have Abraham there. Hopefully he figures it out. Other than that, let's see how we do. Hopefully we play a little bit better. We'll get to the trade deadline. Maybe something happens between now and then. Hopefully, as we lose the next game, of course we do. Hopefully we can start turning things around. Justin Smoke got traded for Tommy Pham and Scott Schebler. Kind of like that trade for the Cardinals. So we continue to lose every game. All right. Bryce Hoskins, excuse me, I was getting his name wrong. Hit 16 bombs with 298. Got traded for Kevin Mason, a top prospect there. Wow. Shocked that trade happened. All right. Let's see how Rich Lindsay in 283. That's not too bad in 13 games. And, I guess we might as well just bite the bullet for the rest of the year. And, you know what? Familia's got a 3-year deal. No point in trading him. O'Day. Pedro Baez has been awful, and he has a 3-year deal. Let's see if we can trade Baez, maybe. He has 1 year remaining. It's dead money if he's going to be this bad. Let's see what we can get for him. If we get like a B prospect, I would not be upset. I'm not sure what people will offer. Hey, there's a B prospect there. Ooh, we are going to get some Bs. Oh, I like this trade. Brian Feller, he's a 20-year-old, 68 overall prospect, reliever, but B potential, I'll take that. And I guess we're going to call it Ryan Dole to the Bigs. There we go. And now let's just finish the year. I think that's fine. We could trade Familia, but I want him. He's only 29. We have him locked up for a few more years. Perkins is going to retire after this year. Morrow I want to keep around. He's pitching well. Estevez hopefully continues to pitch well. We are still struggling, but we got pieces. I'm just hoping Matt Olson's not hitting well. Chris Davis isn't. Shaw is kind of struggling this year. Fowler's kind of having the same year he did last year. Actually, he's having way better. We've just had players who haven't progressed the way we thought they would, but it is what it is. Let's finish the year. And I guess silver lining, we had a home run in the draft in the first round. Hopefully we can do well again next year, but we're starting to win some games now, so that's nice. Just hopefully we can continue to progress. We're going to finish this year in this video. We'll start the offseason in the next video, guys. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to do us solid and drop a like on the video. And let's see how we finish the year. We're going to finish the year with only 60-something wins. 62 wins. We actually went down, I think, as we did the prior year. We are going to have, we might have the number 1 pick. Oh, we have the number 4 pick. Barely. Oh, that's a sinker. We have the number 4 pick. But we do, let's see, where are our prospects? And we did call up a couple of them, but Michael Small is actually number 2 in baseball. Let's go. His contact went up. He's starting next year. He will be on the Bigs next year, guys. 100% certain of that. Kurt Suzuki, thank you for your time. Let's see who else is here on our prospects. Jeremy Turley, a third baseman. His power went down, actually. I'm a little worried about that. And that's it. They only have 38 prospects here. I think that refreshes at the beginning of next year. Menea somehow is an 89 overall, but he's so upset because of his his contract's not even that bad. But, dude, you got to pitch better. 5.90 ERA. Triggs finished with a 3.18. All right, so Triggs is our ace. Even though he's a 80 overall, the dude's playing like an ace. Nola finished with an ERA 4.32. I think he'll pitch better next year. Puck, 4.89. Abraham struggled. Bueller, I'm glad Bueller's overall bounced back up when he went back down the minors, so that's good to see. And let's see how Richard Lynn finished with a 267 average. But look at his attributes. His contact on both sides went up 10. That's insane. His durability went up 9. If that goes up again 9 a year or two, then he can definitely play third base consistently. But 267 average, 311 on base. I hope that on base was a little higher. Matt Olson finished with 33 bombs. Definitely a down year for him. He regressed everything, contact, on base, slugging, all went down. Chris Davis hit 33 home runs at 250 average. Actually, he had a better year. Travis Shaw, 26 bombs, 258 average. Everything went down a little bit. Kurt Suzuki's he's that. Our rookie Harper Cavanagh, kind of wish he for a little bit more average and got on base. Barely got on base. A little disappointed with that. DaCosta and Mateo. Mateo finished with 8 bombs. That's nice to see. His potential went back up to an A, so maybe he's salvageable. He had a better year than he did last year, slightly, but it's still nice to see him improve ever so slightly, even though his WAR went down, so maybe not. But he has an A potential now. And like I said, in the minors, they're small. It's the number 2 prospect in baseball. The number 2 pick last year, this guy right here, hopefully he starts progressing. He really didn't. But we'll see where it is. That's going to end it for this video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, drop a like on it. Maybe mention a name or two that we should go after, either a free agent or like a younger player, and we'll try to do it. We got to figure something out, definitely pitching-wise. Maybe spend some money and get a bona fide ace in the offseason. We'll see. Hope you guys did enjoy this. I'll talk to you later. Take it easy. Peace.